What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Shadow Files podcast. I'm Fernando, and I'm with Gary.
You had to think about
We're
that for a
gonna,
sec.
huh?
You had to think I'm with Gary.
I'm with Gary. Yeah, because I'm so used to saying Gary and Jeremy, and then I'm like, I'm with Gary.
Well, hopefully Jeremy
um,
will be back next week, so we're back to our usual threesome.
yeah. But yes, shout out to Jeremy. We miss you, bud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he would have loved to take a part of this lovely episode that we have for you guys today, which is bizarre inventions in history.
Before you start with the bizarre inventions, right? Just sort of center yourself on the screen like you were a minute ago. All right? Center your head on the yeah. Have a look at your headphones and just above them. You look like a freaking Teletubby, dude.
I freaking hate the Teletubbies. Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Anyway, while we're talking about crazy inventions, away you go.
Please edit that part out.
No, you know me.
Oh my god, blooper reel. But yeah, I came across this very interesting website with 30 of the most bizarre inventions in history.
30.
And
Okay, this will be
I
interesting.
gotta tell you,
Just for the record, I've got no idea what this is. Fernando's been doing all the looksies and seeing what's there, or finding the lists at least. I don't think he's even seen half of what's on there. So probably what's going
no,
to come as big a shock to you guys as what it's going to be to us. So just wanted to put that out there before we start.
No, this is definitely a blind reaction because we put out that the predictions episode, and yeah, we started talking about no, it was actually for the I don't know how we got into the inventions when we were talking about reacting to the debris trailer. So I made a comment about inventions from a prostitute.
The eyelashes,
I'm
yeah, the
sorry.
false eyelashes, yeah, the windscreen wipers.
And then I just thought that this might be a fun one to record and find out what crazy inventions Temu sells out there.
Team, jeez, well, they sell false eyelashes, do
I'm,
they?
I'm just playing you guys. They don't sell this stuff on Temu.
I like the way you're doing
But
the voice.
man, I know I'm the only one seeing these as we record, but you're gonna see them when you do your magic on this video. But there is something called the massage helmet.
I can already picture it. Go on.
All right, so it looks like uh, a suitcase with a cable going into this construction site helmet, and there's just two people on a table just sharing a drink or whatnot. But just the thought that you are sitting across from somebody wearing this is just freaking hilarious. In the 1960s, you didn't need to visit a spa to get a relaxing head massage. You could slip on the massage helmet for an air powered scalp rub down.
Righto. This will be interesting. I've got no idea what you're looking at, but
What, Gary?
uh-huh. Is this the same thing, or are we on to the next one?
No, I just scrolled down just out of curiosity because I'm gonna get killed like a cat one day. There is an invention
Hmm?
called the urban window baby cage.
What?
So you basically have like this looks like a chain link fence,
Yep.
and they made it so it could fit your window, and you could put your baby outside of the window. Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Good save. Good
And
save.
and not for nothing, but we also made the comment on how much humans progressed throughout the years with
Yes,
inventions.
we did. We did. It doesn't
This
sound like we
baby
got very far,
cage,
but so far it doesn't sound like we got very far.
this baby cage was created in the 1930s. So yeah, I don't think this was approved by any regulations out there. Dubbed by Times as one of the worst 50 one of the 50 worst inventions, one of the 50 worst inventions.
I'll go with that.
So doctors believe that this would boost youngsters immune system so they could stay healthy by sticking them out the window. Obviously they didn't think about New York or any north states that actually goes below zero, but I'm just saying.
That just sounds so wrong. So wrong. Yeah, you look like you're in shock now. What's next?
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Uh Siamese dancing shoes.
What? Thought you were going to go with cats for a second, but
Got two left feet. I mean, it's literally, it says it right there. Got two left feet. Gary, I'm gonna say your name a lot on this episode. I'm just saying.
it's
Just fair warning. They stick men's shoes and female shoes together so you could dance. Like they're literally, it's one shoe for two people on each
I
side.
do realise people are going to kill each other by not walking in the same direction, and they're going to fall over all the time.
I mean, but it's for dancing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That could be one way, actually, when you just see the ballroom dancing, that they learn where their feet need to go, I guess. But, jeez.
Yeah. So this is, I guess, a good way so you don't step on your partner's feet. But yeah. Or you know what? This is a good invention. Sometimes your partner don't know how to dance and you could teach them.
Yeah, and do you know how long it would take before somebody steps out and kicks the crap out of the other person?
No, I
Not
mean, I
long.
see falls happening all over the place. So we have a yodel meter.
A what?
Bef- yodel,
A
yodel,
yodel. Yodel.
yodel. Is it yodel?
Yodel.
Yodel ain't it spelled with the L-E? This is E-L.
Oh, dumb people spell it different ways.
Before the music world had auto-tune, there was the yodel meter. The device.
Oh, shit. Sorry. You're going to make me look like a fucking beetroot. Whoops, I swore.
The device photographed circa 1925 could measure the pitch of a singer's voice, and it looks like a legit, like a old school clock with the yodeling. Oh, that's what they mean by yodel.
Didn't you get my yodel?
Yodelay, yodelay.
I did it like 2 seconds ago, and you, man, you need one of those brain squidgy things to go.
No, I mean, it didn't click. It didn't click. But you were absolutely right. And I could definitely hear Jeremy saying, like, well, of course Gary's gonna know. It's in 1925.
Oh, and that is it, folks. That is the end of the show for tonight. It's great having you with us while somebody over there dies, and he's lucky that I'm not closer. Wow.
Oh my
Even Jeremy
god.
didn't go back that far.
Oh man. Shout out to Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy's a
I
good
got you.
bloke. He's a good bloke. So he'll be back. Like I said, he'll be back next week. So we can ask him.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Apparently not. Anyway,
Oh
continue.
man. Okay, so we got the rubber bumper.
Jeez, I want to. And then when we got the rubber.
Oh my god.
We're not going to be able to put this one to it.
Oh shit!
Stop
This
it!
is gonna be
Stop
amazing. Man, we gotta do a part 2. Oh my god! Because I highly doubt we're gonna make it through the 30. So,
why will I have a rubber bumper? Right, okay. Come on, continue.
rubber bumper.
Just sucking it.
The first few decades of the 20th century were a dangerous time to be on the road. Some years, car crash deaths surpassed 20,000 people, and injuries were in the hundreds of thousands. Inventor A.J. Graffam tried to make things a little safer with his 1930s bumper.
Boing.
A sponge rubber seat that promised to protect pedestrians from injuring if they were hit by a speeding automobile. The picture looks like there's a bench on the car and
They do realise that if it hits them, it's going to knock them like 100 feet away.
by a speeding vehicle. No, but it's made out of sponges.
It doesn't matter. Sponge goes to the point and then and it just flicks you out.
And there's a picture of this gentleman with his legs crossed while he's basically hitchhiking. I mean, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, you gotta love it. It's so it's like $30 on Timu. Okay.
What, you can still buy them? Are you shitting me?
Don't try to look for it on Timu, folks. I'm just kidding. Oh man. Holy crap. We we have the other another invention, and there's at least four guys in this picture that looks absolutely terrified.
Continue. Yeah, what is it?
So it's a mass shaving machine.
No.
So there is this large contraption in front of like 6 men with shaving cream on their faces. One of them looks like they just smacked it on you.
It's not called the bobbit, is it?
No. And there is this large factory machinery thing with just Edward Scissorhands. And you just push it across and it's supposed to shave you.
Thank God they didn't manscape back then.
That is a horrible idea for a porno.
We're right back to
Oh,
Bobbit now.
sorry. I'm sorry. We're about to get demonetized.
We haven't got monetized yet. They're going to say there's a 6-month ban on you guys.
Oh shoot. Now, no longer confined to the factory floor, the assembly line hit barbershops in the 19th century with this mass shaving machine. The unusual invention allowed barbers to shave a dozen men simultaneously.
You do
Anything
realise
for
that different
efficiency,
people
right?
have different shaped faces and different heights, and how much blood is going to come out of that? The blood
Jesus
bank's next
Christ.
door.
I mean, this looks like it's from a television. I mean, the picture looks like a snippet from an old television show, but there's at least like four men there that are absolutely terrified.
Yeah, I will be.
Oh man. So this is gonna hit hard for the Italians out there.
Mm-mm.
There is a spaghetti aid. Yes. Yes. It looks like you're fishing, but the pole is a fork.
I think I've actually seen
Yeah.
them.
I can't wait for you to man. Uh,
You're going to have to
it,
watch this back to
it's
work out what pictures to send me so I can put them up.
it's it's this is amazing. This is amazing. Eating a bowl of pasta have gotten so much easier. No, I fucking did
Obviously,
it.
now you just buy them from the bloody shop.
I mean, but they're on the right track though, right? If you really think about it, all the inventions that are coming out today is to actually make people lazier, right?
Mm.
There you go. Instead of twisting your wrist,
But
you don't have to.
what I kind of don't like about what you just said is the last story. The last one was about the simultaneous shaving thing. Then the next one's about pasta. All the bits that got
this
cut
website
off.
is all over the place. This website is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fake. This has to be fake. A family bicycle.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. Like a tandem, but with
No,
a bit of the like 10 people on them.
it's like a limo bicycle.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
There is the front of a bike with a little girl, the back of a bike with I'm assuming that it's the son pedaling. The father is like way on top, like a pyramid, with a steering wheel. And there's a little nice sewing machine right in the middle of the mist for the mother to sew while everybody bike rides.
Yeah, that's crazy. Where I was going with that is because if you go if you go to Bali, you know the little scooters you get, the little Vespers and things like that. There's millions of them over there, and we went out to Sanua once, and we're getting past with the lights because apparently a red light in Bali is just a suggestion. You know, you don't really have to stop if you don't want to because they just don't. But we stopped this time, and we had all these bikes pulling up alongside us, and next to us on one little like 50cc scooter, maybe 100cc scooter max, was a father, a mother, the son, the daughter, and a freaking dog. All on one little scooter. They were tucked into each other. They were all over the place. And then when we went to a place called Ubud, which is like a bit of a spiritual part out there, we were on the main street, and I saw these two guys getting on this scooter, which is only, however long, anybody who's watching this knows how long a scooter is. with a 4-meter tall frangipani plant or tree. They dug it up,
Wow.
and there was one guy riding, and then there was one guy on the back holding the tree, and he was like shuffle, shuffle to get the balance just right. I actually started filming that, so because I don't think you're going to do it. And they go, "Oh, we'll do it," and they did. They off down the street they went. The guy on the back not holding on to anything, just holding on to this bloody tree, which is like 2.5 times as long as the bike they're on. And apparently weird
Wow.
stuff happens over there all the time. That's where when you're talking about family bikes and stuff, that's where I was going.
Wow.
Not to
Wow.
sewing machines and stuff.
Yeah, no, this picture is wild. This picture is wild. Should I keep going or are we done for the inventions for this
Oh, we've still got a few minutes.
for now?
I mean, when you sort of suggested this one, I thought you were going to go to places like the real life gaydar made by the Canadian military because they didn't want gay people in the army, so they created this device that they wired everybody up to, and it told everybody if they were gay or not.
Wow.
We have already talked about this. Is one of Jeremy's little things. We have talked about it, and it is a real thing. There are photos of it. It's this wooden box with the old dials and stuff, like the old audio dials. It's got one of them, and if you get in there and if you say the wrong thing, it goes gay. We're kicked out. So, it is real I think from the 60s or might be the 40s or the 50s. I don't know when, but it is real. Seriously, it's a real life gaydar, and I doubt it works, but I'd love to know what actually triggers it. So
right.
And then,
holy crap!
And apparently they did it they started it in the police as well. And if you went gay, you didn't get into the police. So my cousin's all right because he's a Royal Canadian Mountie out there in British Columbia. So he's pretty high up in the Mounties now, and so he's obviously passed the gaydar test if they were still doing it. So yeah.
Oh man, I mean, once you started this, your story I could have sworn you meant like gator, like an alligator,
No,
not a
gaydar,
gay.
like a radar for gay people.
Oh my god, Jesus! The 1960s were wild.
I remember, and this is so out of time now, but when we went to school, I remember we had to sit down in a class and watch a video on why you shouldn't gay bash people. We actually watched a video on gay bashing where people would bash people up because they were gay. That's that. It's not telling you to do it; it's telling you not to do it. But that's. I mean, that was only a long time ago, but within my lifetime, that's what it was like.
I'm just here wondering, when was the word discrimination created? It must be like in the 1990s.
Oh no, it would have been long before that because the ladies not being able to work or vote and things like that.
I mean, because I was born in the 80s, 1982, and growing up,
Pasta maker.
growing up, I don't recall all of this was going on today. All of this, racism, discrimination, all of like I don't recall none of it growing up. Even dare I say, even in the 90s, me being a teenager in high school.
Well, let me.
Like,
we were at Mum and Dad's the other day, and we were sort of talking about old times and things, and it brought up the whole thing about when we were kids. We had a good life because we weren't tied to a computer screen or a charger or a phone screen and things like that. We got out there and we did things. I mean, the kids of today, while they may be very tech savvy and intelligent in that way, if you send them out into a field and get them to make a cubby house or something like that, they wouldn't know how to do it. I mean, no. I'll tell you a tale. I used to get Mum and Dad actually goes, So this is what you used to get up to. Oh, shit, I've dobbed myself in. But where we lived in England, everybody lives in terrace houses or double-story houses, semi-detached and things like that. We got a detached bungalow, which means you were pretty well off, And it was only a 2-bedroom thing. And this was just after the time when I saw the UFO, which got me right along this field where I'm going now. But across the road was this big, massive, empty. Well, basically, it wasn't even a field; it was mud, where it had all been cleared, ready for building houses and stuff like that. And we used to go across there because we used to have a laugh because there'd be some like trenches and things, and we go running through the trenches, playing soldiers and stuff like that. And there were these giant wooden poles, basically in the ground. So every day, they're back. So we'd pick them up and we'd throw them around like javelins and have an absolute ball. And we were there this one day, probably a week or so later. And we're doing the usual thing. We're only kids. And this guy starts screaming and yelling at us across the field. And then he actually started chasing us. And we go, what the We ran. We ran because we didn't want to get in trouble. And we didn't get it. All he's doing is putting sticks in the ground and stuff like that. It's not until, because I now work in construction and stuff like that I realised he was surveying and staking out the entire subdivision of these few streets and putting these giant timbers in the ground to show you where all the boundaries are to all the different lots. And of course, we're going through going, hey, and throwing these things. About 7 times he had to resurvey that bloody block because we kept taking these bits of wood out and throwing them everywhere. So, I don't know, it's probably why, because we Mum and Dad kept saying, I don't know why these houses aren't built yet. And I was, well, I don't know. It didn't take that long before. Yeah, because we don't know where to bloody put them because somebody keeps nicking all the pegs out the ground. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I told them about that, and then I mentioned about... this is it's not on the whole weird invention stuff, but we would back then, and it is kind of a bit to do with inventions because now windows are held in by neoprene gaskets and this, that, and that. Oh, aluminium frames, neoprene gaskets, and they're in, and that's good. When I was a kid, way back just after the wheel was invented, in the 20s, remember? Yeah, they used putty. So they had a wooden frame, and then the glass was held in place, and they'd put putty all the way around it. And then it's set, and the window was in. But when it's freshly in, it's like, blue tack. So, and these windows are all little windows, the little panes like that. So you'd scrape all the putty out. Yeah, he's good. Scrape the putty out. Yeah, he's good. Scrape about 15 windows. And we had these big blobs, break them up, throw them at the wall, and they just go all over the wall. We loved that shit. And then we were walking back to my friend's place, which was only a few 20 or 30 meters away. And then we heard the wind had blown, and all those panes of glass came out and smashed every window in the front of this house, smashed everywhere.
Oh.
We were not vandals. Yes, we were playing, and there was lots of big splush marks all over the side of the walls because we'd thrown this putty, which we didn't realise then went rock hard, and they had troubles having to clean it all up before people actually moved in. But we did all that, and so first of all, we stopped them from building the house because we kept nicking the pegs out of the ground. Then we couldn't finish the house because we kept nicking the putty out the windows. All of this happened before the internet, so there's no photos. The only proof they have is because I've just bloody said it. But, it's crazy how things have changed just since I've been a kid to when because I can still remember everything vividly from when I was a kid. It wasn't that long ago. But, with some of these inventions, I just don't get it.
No,
I thought you were going to talk about the coronavisor, which is in the Vatican, which apparently is like a TV set where you can tune it in and you can see back in time, allegedly, and things like that, forbidden things. But no, you go straight to windscreen wipers and Actually,
No, no.
before we do go, there was an invention that you were telling us about, some kind of a hat.
Are you talking about the massage hat helmet?
No, the one before that.
A
The one that
hat.
had the toilet paper on the top.
Oh no, that's on another website. That's for part
Ah,
two.
well, you got to.
Although. Okay.
We've got time.
Since
Well, we ran out of time now, but if we throw it in before we go.
I will send you the both pictures, but yes, there is a invention of a hat called the hay fever hat. And it's basically how I was describing before we recorded. You have like this, it looks like a styrofoam donut that you put like a fallen halo,
Yeah,
and it has a chin strap because you don't want the halo to fall off, right?
sounds like they're strapping a nappy around their head.
And it looks like it is put together by two hinges. There's two hinges, L shape, and you have a toilet paper on top of your head. So, when you're going through a cold, you know, and you don't have to run around the house looking for paper. You have it right above your head.
Oh, so
It's
it's
so
basically
freaking
a toilet roll holder that you wear on the top of your head.
yeah, man. Yeah. Hey,
You could use that in
and it
so
was
many places.
invented by Kenji Kawakami.
Bloody Japanese.
Hey, this right here, I
Styling.
approve. I approve.
All right, in that case,
Yeah.
we better go. That's getting concerning now. So you worry me, my friend. All right. Take it easy, mate. See ya.
Have a good one.